Okay, so we are on day 13, maybe 14 actually, of the Photoshoot Cut. So we trained pull yesterday. Today we are going to be training legs, and I actually love the barbell squat as a starting exercise. It's an old school one. You get people talking shit about it online, but for me, about 3 years ago, I was training barbell squat for about 2 or 3 times a week, and I saw some significant results, especially in the quads. Like it massively helped my my leg development. And I haven't been going as strong with it for the last year or two in terms of the barbell squat, but I think it's a fucking great exercise if you get it right. Like, it can do absolute wonders for the body. So, and that's not going crazy heavy and, you know, end up fucking RDLing it, but it's going in a nice quality tempo. I'd say between 65 and 85% of your 1 rep max, and repping it out and going hard on it, leaving probably about 1 in the tank, just because it's a free weight. You don't want to go to complete failure unless you've got the racks there to make sure that you're safe, because I've seen some terrible injuries with the barbell back squat, and that's just from people going way too heavy and having no safety bars underneath the rack. So you've got to be very careful with it. There has to be some caution, but when you get it right and you do it consistently, I know a lot of people will vouch for this, you do get some crazy results with it. So that's something I'm going to incorporate back into leg day, because I love it. I was actually doing a hat squat at one point, but the machine's a little bit, I'm not too sure how to describe it. It just doesn't feel the same. So, and I love the hat squat. But anyway, and then also another one is RDLs. I'm throwing a lot more RDLs. I used to really struggle with it on my lower back, but I've started to find a rhythm with that. So we'll get a nice slow control tempo. So we'll get some footage. I've got a few clients to train now. Then we've got legs. 2 meals in the gym already to eat, and then we're going to be having a meal when we get home. I'm going to be at the gym till around about 7 tonight as well. So yeah, we're on, I think, day 13 off the top of my head, but it's going well. It's going very well. Last night I wanted to eat a lot of food, but I just drank some water and went to bed because I was a little bit hungry. But it is what it is. You're going to be hungry on a cut. It's exactly the aim of the game. So 13k steps, touching up to 14 and 15 at this point, but yeah, let's go get it. Let's go attack. Okay, so this is Andrew's top set, 93 kilo. Right, slow way down. Super slow though, super slow, drive through. 1, good effort, take your time. Super slow, drive. 2, good effort, and again. All the way down and make sure you drive through the heels. 3, now breathing, now tighten up the abs. Come on, slow way down. Push for your 4th. Yes, well done, Andrew. And again, you got it, come on. Come on. Slow way down, push through for your 5th. Come on, get there. And again, keep your hips square. Come on, you can do it. Slow way down and push for your 6th with me. Right, I'm going to do another one with you. I'm going to help you on the way up. Come on, slow negative though. Slow negative. Fucking drive it now. And again, another. Okay, well done, good effort. I love 7. We're going to try and make 10 on this, yeah? Good work. Yeah. So we're going to try and go for 10 at 90, 93. Here we go. Slow way down. Just keep it nice and clean though. Push. Yes, and again. Come on. Push. Yes. Come on. Super slow for your last one. Super slow. And drive it up. Quality. Follow. Good work. Beautiful. Yes. Let's go. Okay, so sled push, we make sure that we keep long arms and then we drive through the balls of the feet. Go on, Andrew, let's go. We just focus on being slow and controlled while we're driving through. Simple as that. Push now. Keep going. We're going to get between number 2 and number 1. Beautiful. Rest there. Good. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to start with squats. It's a leg day. It's going to be quad focused, but we're going to attack a barbell squat first, one of my favourite movements. So I'm just going to spend like maybe 3 to 5 minutes on here. I'm going to get the legs nice and warm, the quads nice and warm, and then we're going to do 2 warm-up sets. So obviously we get the barbell, just warm up, about 15 reps, feel the hips, and then we're going to go up to 40 60, and then we're going to see what 80 is feeling like, and then potentially I might push 100, and we'll just see how we go. But slow 3-4 second negative, little second soft pause. I'm going to drive through. I like to take a little bit of a wider stance than a narrow stance while I squat. So it's just one of them things you need to make sure you find your feet that works for you. I then just run with it, man. Hit it hard. I'm going to put the safety barriers just high enough so if I need to bail, I can bail safely. And I like to wear a belt with my top sets as well, because if I don't, it can ask for problems. So I'm going to be safe. We're also going to make sure that we're doing it correctly as well. So yeah, join me in the next video. I'll be setting up the squat. Then from there, we're going to do leg press, extension, RDLs, hamstring curls, walking lunges, and then we're going to do some calf raises to finish, and that's legs done. So we're on Wednesday today. So yeah, let's have it. Very important that you warm the hips up, your legs up, your ankles up when you're squatting, because if you don't, you end up being very, very tight when you go into your movement, and then that means that you can't go as deep and you struggle to actually get a good squat out. So 5-10 minutes to a band. Sorry, about 5 minutes to a band, 5 minutes on cycle. Can't even get the fucking words out, mate. 5 minutes on bike, warm up the knees, see how 40 feels, and then we'll go from there. So, try him now for about a 3-second negative, little soft pause, and then obviously keep the chest up as we drive through. So watch. 1, 2, 3, drive hard. 1, 2, 3, drive hard. 1, 2, 3, drive hard. I do get a fucking horrible click in my knee. That's better. There we go. Alright, 40's feeling pretty good. 40 is feeling pretty good. So we're just going to 60 now. Sometimes I do get a twinge in my hamstring when I squat, my right one. When it gets heavy, it starts to twinge a little bit. I haven't done that for a while, but sometimes it does twinge. When it does that, it really fucking puts me off. So we're going to see how this 60 feels. We're just going to do like 4 slow control reps, because we want to try and keep energy as high as possible going into the top set. So I'll try not to burn out. 1 step back, see how it feels. Hips feel a bit tight, groin feels a bit tight, so I'm just going to do a bit of stretching. We'll go into it. 3 reps at 80. See how we feel. Yeah, we're feeling good. Yeah, well, I'm going to do 100 with the belt. Let's see how we're going to get on. 100 kick. Right, here we fucking go. Let's see what we're made of. Let's see what we're made of. Come on then. Easy. Here we go. Hey. I'll do. Oh, not bad. I don't know if I've got 10. I've got 10. Right, we're going to go to 110. We're hitting 110. I'll load that bar up. Let's fucking have it, mate. I haven't done 110 for about at least 4 or 5 months. So we'll see how 110 feels. I'm impressed with that. I looked at the last rep and I could have probably got another out, but it's your lower back comes into play big time. And if you're not careful, you get lower back pain. So I don't want that. I want a nice, decent feel on the legs. Right, we're gonna aim between 6 and 10 and see how we get on at this. So if I start feeling my lower back go, I'm not pushing it for the sake of intensity. I'll just get locked into a machine. But 100 felt all right. Let's see how we get on for 110. There we go. Oh fuck. That's me done. So these Bulgarians are absolutely hellish with a slow tempo. Like genuinely, you do these with a 4-second negative. As you come down, you are going to feel it after about 3 or 4 reps, especially with a pause tempo. So the mic's been a little bit funny with me. I'm going to put it on and see how we get on. Right side, another 10 reps. If you're ever struggling, all you've got to do, put your foot out to where your foot position is, come to the top, bam, that's you. Drive. Oof. Oh. Okay, deficit RDL now with some kettlebells. Nice slow pause at bottom. I don't know if you can see me on the camera, but pick them up with a squat, keeping tight to your legs, slow and controlled. Nice stretch at bottom, pause, and then drive. Oh, get a good stretch on there. Oh. Oh. I'm really feeling these. Got to be careful, lower back don't come into play. Tight. Let's go for another different angle. That's me. So at this point, the mic kept cutting out on me, and I would try to talk through, some little tips and cues on the hamstring curl, etc. But overall, it's just getting the machine set up right, driving your heel down towards your glutes, keeping your hips down into the pad, and then obviously just making sure that I was going for a warm-up set here, but just making sure that you're getting a squeeze on bottom, and then going into a leg extension. As you can see, the pad down by my feet is round about mid-shin, and we're going to drive down. Sorry, we're going to grab the hands and we're going to drive down our glutes into the pad as well, so you're fully locked in. And then you're just going to hold at the top for like 2 or 3 seconds and really get a nice contraction at the top. So as you can see, I'm pulling down, I lock in, and then from there we drive away and then up, and we're just trying to get a squeeze at this point. Okay, so I just wrapped up a leg session. That was the hardest one by far, and it really comes down to like tempo and form and control over going like extremely heavy, especially when you're cutting weight down as well. I'm holding this microphone because it just keeps cutting out, so me seeing it green stops me doing a 5-minute video and then realizing that the video hasn't even recorded. So yeah, you got to understand, like, when you're cutting weight, obviously you need to be accurate and you need to be very, 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 very cautious with what you're doing, but not holding back to the point where you're not trying to stimulate muscle growth. I think people use cutting as an excuse not to try hard. So it's still like training close to failure and still giving it your all, but just being aware of, you know, the difference between when you're on a gaining phase and you might be feeling a little bit stronger or getting stronger. So you got to get that shit out of your head. It's all in the mind. You just got to push regardless, and you got to try your hardest. And I think, if you can come away from a session and you give it your all, then to me that's a massive win. So starting with squats, Bulgarians, machine work, calf work. When I looked at the shoot, my calves were like a really weak point, and I just neglected them. So every time we're doing legs, we're doing them, and we're doing extra work on calves as well, because you don't want to get to shoot and have no calves, man. That's one thing that I want to push, as well as shoulders and medial delt as well. So we're just making sure we're hitting all the right things early on in this prep. So 13, 14 days in, I can't remember. I'll have to check. I think it's 13. Let's have a look. We're on the 13th today. I think we're on the 13th. 13 days in, 3 or 4 kilos down, 3.5 kilo down, feeling good, looking leaner, pushing some PBs. I can't really do much more than that in terms of training. Nutrition, touching 2,200 calories. Like I said, we are dropping down soon. I don't want to drop too early though. I'm losing fat sustainably. If you drop too early, and you can't go any lower, it's just going to affect your mood, your performance. So you want to be very, very careful of how quick you drop your calories, because if you do it too early, you will pay the price for it. So overall, great session. Like, now we're going to go into doing some client programming. Got some training to do with clients tonight, check-ins to do, all that good stuff, and just enjoying the process. I feel locked in mentally. I feel more locked in than what I did when I was in my gaining phase. So a big lesson, everyone, we all know it, right? Big lesson is come in and try your best. That's all you can do. I'm trying to add and apply progressive overload, whether it's a little bit more weight or a few extra reps, and make sure you're controlling, especially your negatives. Be accurate with your movements. You will get the benefit from doing that than throwing the weight about left, right, centre. You're not trying to move the weight from A to B. You try to control it. You try to keep tension on the muscle throughout the full set. That's what the set is there for. So yeah, it's going good, man. I'm enjoying it. Uh, Checking out. I'm looking forward to the next video. We're doing an upper body tomorrow. We're going to be doing upper body, and it's going to be shoulder focus, medial delt focus again. We're just going to spam the life out of medial delts. So yeah, I'll let you know how I'm getting on. Got steps to do. Got a meal to go. Rinse and repeat.